All right, we've got a lot going on today's show, but right now we're going to join our friend Eddie Dobashevitz with today's Queen City Chronicle. This was judged one of your favorite stories. It's the story of a forgotten war hero.
In 1972, Captain Charles Shunstrom died on the streets of Buffalo, New York. Some might argue that he died of a broken heart. You see, not all heroes have statues erected in their honor.
He passed away in the Riverside area, unemployed with a lot of troubles as a result of his combat service.
But it didn't always look gloomy for this courageous combatant. Once the future looked bright for this soldier.
He was an enlisted man for 2 years and then applied for officer candidate school and was accepted.
Rising through the ranks quickly, Chuck Shunstrom's natural leadership qualities took him right to the front lines.
Shunstrom took a group of his Rangers, and the Nazis, never expecting a frontal assault, took these men right up the main road, took out their machine gun nest, killed 30 enemy, captured 90, and paved the way for the rest of the Rangers to take this stronghold.
Fighting heroic battles, a brazen escape from an enemy prison camp, and movie star good looks initially did not go unnoticed.
He was on national radio programs, traveled selling war bonds, and was actually courted by Hollywood as a technical advisor for the movie G.I. Joe.
But the brutality of war lingers long after the last shot is fired. In many ways, for Captain Shunstrom, when World War II ended, his war just began.
He had an altercation with a senior officer. For that, Captain Shunstrom was given a dishonorable discharge.
The altercation with the superior officer began a downward spiral for this stalwart soldier.
He went to the Veterans Administration for some dental work. He was sent a large bill along with a letter stating that they didn't treat his kind. He sat on a park bench with a bottle of whiskey and a pair of pliers and removed some of his own teeth.
But the vets of Post 72 couldn't let this injustice go unrectified. They needed to make it right.
Through Congress, they were able to overturn his dishonorable discharge because of an obvious case of what is now known as PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. It's the same then as it was in Vietnam and as it is now in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's just a man that fell through the cracks that we believe was a very special individual.
In Kaisertown, I'm Eddie Dobashevitz, and these are the Queen City Chronicles.
Eddie runs one of his stories. I get these chills. There's such wonderful stories about people that we need not forget here in Western New York. And I'm so happy in the new year we're going to be seeing a lot more of Eddie's stories. So keep those ideas coming to Eddie. He loves them. And we're just going to keep them going here on AM Buffalo because we know those are stories that you absolutely love.